Good morning and welcome to the fifth quarter AZ. I'm your co-host today, Tyrone Johnson, and we're gonna get into it a little bit. Every time I'm on here and I'm doing this part, you guys know that our normal co-host, Mr. Neal, Coach Neal, is not in today, and so when Coach Neal ain't in, I ain't in, then we got to get the first one in. When we call for the bullpen, we get our guy, Mr. Tommy Hernandez. How you doing this morning, Coach Hernandez?
Hey, hey, doing well, doing well. Thanks for having me on again.
Oh
How's it
yeah, no,
going?
thanks for being there. You always in the clutch. I mean, last minute adjustments, we throw it out. We need somebody out the bullpen, and here you go. So you come in
Uh,
and you like that not even a middle reliever. You all of it. You a starter, you're a middle reliever, you're a closer. So we definitely appreciate you.
yeah, man, I'm fighting for that six man of the year award.
Hey, you a shoe in for that. You a shoe in. How things going
Yeah.
this
Oh, good, man. Nothing like some snow to kick off spring sports here in Flagstaff. How we do it?
Absolutely, you gotta love it, and that's the whole thing. You know, we kid about me being in elements in flag football. I think I'd rather stay in the fall in the outdoor sport than be in the spring in the outdoor sport. You know, and you would think that fall is gonna be cold, is gearing up for winter, but spring we still in winter in Flagstaff, and yeah, I don't know about doing outdoor sport in spring.
Yeah, yeah, it's challenging. It's you only outdoors to play. Practicing indoors is and playing outdoors, it's hard.
Right, right. So what's going on with your squad? How are things
So
going?
good, good. We're 6-0. We have a break right now for spring break, so we don't have anything scheduled. Kind of nice for all of us to take a breather and we will kick up again in the first weekend of April. We'll have some home games. So we'll play home the first two weekends of April. We'll host GCU and then we'll have Irvine in town. So we'll play those at Coconino High School.
Okay.
So
Nice, nice. So is that going to be your home field? I know you guys were doing Sanawa for a minute.
yeah,
Um,
we do Coconino most of the time. Sonawa when we have to, but if they have something going on at Coconino. But yeah, that's Coach Dennis over there is awesome to us. We work with her for practices and games over at Coco. So she's
yeah,
she treats us well. So we love Coach Dennis.
that's awesome. So how is that partnership formed? I mean, do you guys have like a IGA, or is it just strictly the relationship with you and Coach Dennis? Is how you get those feels and to be able to work with her like that?
Yeah, so I have a great relationship with Coach, and we have to go through the district now, just through the process. But we work, Coach Dennis and I work out all the times and the schedules that the field's available, and then I just put in through the district and they approve them all for us. But yeah, she's great. Eric Freeze, everyone at Coconino's been super welcoming to us for the last 5 years, so it's
Yeah.
good.
Now that's nice, especially when you're a club sport to have some place that you can kind of identify as home as opposed to having to bounce around all the time. Because I know some of the say even schools here like bases that doesn't have their own amenities and own fields, and then they get stuff from the city. You may be at the Hal Jensen courts one day, then you may be over at Bushmaster or McPherson, and so just to have a base that you can say, "Hey, this is our home." That's
Yeah,
important.
it is. It is. It's super helpful. She lets us put a banner up and stuff, and yeah, so it feels like home over there. And again, we've been there for about 5 years working with her, and so it's good. We have to get creative. Last winter, we played a lot at Mingus because all the snow on the field here, so we didn't even have a
Right.
home game.
Yeah, no, that's Flagstaff for you, that's for sure.
Yeah, and speaking of home games, I know all the flag high and Coco baseball and softball teams are playing in Phoenix, down in or Tucson and Phoenix, and they're all doing well. They're all doing really good. I've been following them. Coconino's baseball and flag high baseball have done well, and see flag high softball has a bomb squad. I see about 8 different girls hit home runs over there.
Oh yeah, I got to get out and
Yeah,
see him. I was like, okay, I got to get out and check him out. But yeah, definitely have to see. They just dropping bombs, huh?
yeah, they are. Every time I turn around, they have a different young lady that's hit a home run. So it's awesome.
Wow.
They're loaded.
That's cool. Now, with any of the softball, baseball teams and whatnot, are they still? Because I know some of them they started out undefeated. And I haven't been able to check in. Are they still undefeated? Have they had any hiccups in tournaments? Do
I
you
know,
know how that's going?
yeah, Flag High Baseball, they're at a really tough tournament in Tucson. Coach Macias, Kenny puts them in the highest bracket he can, so he wants that challenge. And I think they lost one down there, but it's to a 5-6A school. They beat a 6A school the other day too. So he puts them up against the best in the state to find out where he's at. So I love when he does that.
Yeah, I think that's what you want to do, especially, when you're coming out of the Grand Canyon region and stuff like that. You want to go up against the best. And, I know for us, oftentimes, whether even when it was flag football, we played in the 5A division because they didn't have 4A. When it comes to basketball, when we go to tournaments, we always trying to, hey, we want the best of the best. And so
Right.
you get that. And then, you really can gauge, okay, where are we truly? Are we as good as our records say? Or do we need some improvement?
Right. And I actually think all the coaches do that for baseball and softball, but I've been following Flag High a little bit more. Um, but yeah, they're all faring well. I know Caitlin Arceau from Coconino, the pitcher, she had a no-hitter I saw in the paper the other day. So it said so with the no. So that's
That's
awesome.
all right. So with the no, I'm gonna go ahead and let her continue to get her confidence and do all that type of stuff. And then maybe after the season, I go out there and I'll show her what I can do. Cause that was one of the
Right.
challenges presented
That
to me,
was.
is
Yeah.
being able to hit off her. So I'm gonna let her continue to have her confidence and continue to whip through these high schoolers. Then she can come get with a grown man after that and we can see what's up.
You don't want to hit a bomb on her and take her confidence away.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that during the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know you did that to me in Little League, so I know what it does.
Say that was way, way back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic. Well, man, why don't we go ahead and get into it? It's been some good conversation. We're gonna have some better conversations coming up. Why don't you go ahead and bring out our guests and let's jump into it.
All right. So today we have freshman phenom soccer player Sydney Garcia from Coconino High School. Good morning, Sydney.
Good morning, Tommy. Good
How you
morning.
doing?
How's
I'm
it going,
doing-
Sydney?
It's going good.
Good. Well, definitely appreciate you joining us this morning. Look, you doing something. This is spring break. You could be sleeping in, you could be doing all that, but yet and still on spring break, you got up to join us this morning. So we definitely appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So before we get into it, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Are you from Flag? What's your sports?
I'm from Flag. I was born and raised there. I play soccer for Coconino. I was on the varsity team this year, and now I'm doing some track. So
Awesome.
Cool. So
Awesome.
you're doing a little bit of track, huh?
yeah,
What events are you doing in track?
I'm doing sprints.
Is it the 100, 200? Are you a 400 type runner?
No. I've been doing the 100, 200, and 400, and then yeah. I had my first relay on Saturday. It was
Where are you at on the relay
Nice. How
team?
did that go?
Are you anchoring? Are you starting?
I was
Middle legs?
It was like a SMR 800 meter, and I ran the anchor, and it was a 400-meter sprint.
Oh, so you the closer. You got some speed then if you run an anchor.
Yeah.
Well, good. So tell us a little bit about your soccer career. When did you start playing, and how long have you been going at it?
I started playing when I was like 4 years old, and then I can't remember when I started club, but I started travel ball and have been playing ever since. I play for Revolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been with Revolution?
For quite a while. I don't know how many years, but I've been on that club for a while now.
So
Okay.
Revolution, I know we have like Revolution, that's more of an extension of AYSO.
Yeah.
and then I know we have like flag soccer club and all that type of stuff. How do you choose your club sport when it comes to, making a decision on who you're gonna play with and why?
I started playing with Revolution because my parents were on the board and I know a lot of people on the team, so I just fell in love with that team. So,
Okay,
yeah.
nice, nice. So then, when it comes to Revolution, how did that prepare you for the high school season? I mean, it's no easy task when you walk into high school to be a freshman and to jump up on varsity and be able to be competitive and to be able to get a spot and to keep a spot and to get respect of, the upperclassmen. How did that playing with Revolution help you when you got into high school?
My coach, he prepared us all for like 2 years maybe, just for like the high school season and how it's gonna be more like physical and stuff than it is for club. Um, yeah.
How did you feel that? Did he prepare you well? Were you ready for it? Did you, was it everything you thought it would be?
No, it was not everything I thought it was gonna be. It was not. I think that my club team pushes me more, but my school soccer team pushed me enough that I had confidence of playing in my positions, and they all like the players just kept my confidence up, and they didn't like, oh, you suck, do better. They weren't like that. They were like building me up to be good.
But how important is that to have the correct, I guess, mentorship and leadership when you're coming in and, you know, when the girls have dialogue with each other, how important is it for it to be more positive? Because when we came up, you could tell somebody, "Hey man, you suck. Come on, pick it up," and then you just kind of bounce back. But nowadays, you talk like that, and it seems like it breaks players down more than build them up. So how important is the language?
It's very important. If like someone comes off wrong, it could just ruin the whole game for you, and like you won't have that confidence anymore. But and my club coach said that we're not yelling at you, we're yelling towards you to like do better and not like bringing you down.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Right, right. What do you do to bring up your teammates? If they're having a rough game or something, how do you go about talking to them?
Just brush it off. It was in the past. Just we got a whole another half to go. Like we can do better in this other half.
Uh, Okay, do you
And
see
what
yourself as a leader, as a positive leader on the team?
I would think so. Yeah.
Awesome.
was it difficult to establish that though with other teammates? Because sometimes when a freshman come in, you can have a senior who the freshman may be better than and maybe taking minutes from. They could be looking at you like, "Oh, you just a freshman. I'm not going to listen to you." How difficult was it to establish yourself as a leader amongst the girls?
A little hard. I mean, the seniors on our team would lead us, but then it was like the freshmen had to like look up to them, so it was kind of hard to lead everyone into the right direction, but I don't know.
Yeah. But sometimes, especially when you're talented and young rather, instead of being vocal, you can simply lead by example. You can be the one that's pushing. You can be the one that's first in lines and sprints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Was any of that a factor for you when you were playing?
Nah. I mean, I would try my best to just like be there first and show by example, even though I didn't really know what I was doing, but I think it was pretty easy.
Okay.
Right. So, what position are you playing? What's your main
Um,
main spot?
My main spot is probably keeper, but then sometimes I'll play like striker or the wingers up top.
So I know Coach Neal ain't on the show, but why don't you go ahead and tell us what a striker is, what a winger is, what a keeper is, just in case he's listening, so that he don't get lost in the conversation.
Okay. The keeper is the one that blocks the goals when the other team is trying to score. The striker is like the one that goes and scores the goals. and the wingers are just like support to like help the strikers get to goal and just like push the team up.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Because now when he listens, he won't be confused and he'll be able to follow the conversation.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
when you were in the striker position, how many goals did you get this year?
I would think like maybe 6 or something. Not a lot. But
Well, if your main spot is keeper, you know what I mean, and you coming out as a striker and you still able to score goals, again, that just speaks to your talent level.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Was there did you play any other sports growing up?
No, just soccer.
Okay. And you started playing club pretty young.
Yeah.
Did you how important has soccer been on, your building friendships and developing friendships around town?
Pretty strong. I know a lot of people from just playing club, like even people outside of Flagstaff. I have relationship with them just like yeah.
And with that, what about now that you're moving over in the track? Does that allow you to fortify and build other relationships outside of your soccer team so that your high school experience can be more well-rounded?
Yes. I've been trying to build relationships with the track team and I think that's going pretty good so far.
Good, good. And how do you think track is going to benefit you in terms of your soccer play?
It'll help me like control my breathing when I'm running a lot and just help me be quicker.
All
Perfect. So,
very important for soccer, so
Yeah.
that's good.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that's it, running, running. So
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about your experience with ODP. So I know it's a big deal with Arizona soccer. It's like the Olympic Development Program.
Yeah.
How did that go for you? How'd you get involved in that?
It was like one year I'd like decided to go there for my birthday and just wanted to try it out because we heard like some people were going that we knew. And so I tried it out. I did the first 2 days of tryouts and then we waited for a little bit and heard that I didn't make it, but I did pretty good during it. The yeah.
How
Okay.
was that experience for you as a freshman? Were you in with like other freshmen, or was it just like a high school group?
Um I did this when I was in 8th grade, but
Okay.
some like we were playing with like freshmen and like high school kids, but I think it was pretty good. I went with the keeper group and it was pretty fun learning new ways to like stop the ball and new techniques and
And to
That's
make a
cool.
team as a keeper is probably challenging because there's only one, right?
yeah.
Or maybe one backup, but only one in the game at a time, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. So, Sydney, we have a live question for you. So, we're going to pop that up and we're going to see. So, this comes from one of our favorite producers out there, Michelle Benedict. How hard is it to balance sports and academics as a freshman? And then it's a two-part question. What advice would you give to incoming freshmen to stay on top of everything?
It was pretty hard. Very challenging because I'd be missing a couple of days for traveling with the soccer team, but I would ask ahead of time for work and do it like on the drive or do it right after I come back and just ask for more help.
And what advice would you have the incoming freshmen to be able to stay on top of everything?
Probably to go and like stay after class and get more advice on how to do stuff and um do it don't procrastinate after.
Well, you have it a lot more together than I did at your age. I was the procrastinator. So being a little proactive is definitely the easier way to go.
Yeah.
I'm still a procrastinator, so I haven't figured it out. Maybe you can give me some advice too.
Right? Yeah, little time management skills,
Yeah.
help you balance it all. So that's awesome. It sounds like you've worked out a good system and you're doing well,
Yeah.
excelling at both. So that's good. Taking on a new sport, new challenge. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then when it comes to like your travel and stuff like that, like you were just mentioning when you're on the road and stuff, do you travel with varsity and JV? Is there time to say if the JV is planned to do something? Or I know here you guys have lights so you can play into the dark, like Flag High doesn't. So I think their teams travel at different times. How does the travel work for you over at Coconino?
So we leave around like lunchtime or after lunch, and we both JV and varsity go on the same bus. And first the JV team plays, and then the varsity team has like time to like get ready or do like homework or something, and then varsity plays, and then we both go home on the bus.
And do you like that, the fact that you know you travel together? I guess you could support one another. How is the camaraderie between like varsity and JV? Or do you guys stay separate, or do you intermingle and really talk to each other and encourage each other?
Um, Sometimes we don't really like we support them, but sometimes we kind of go off on our own way and don't really like talk to the JV players. But we've tried to like talk to them and encourage them a lot this past season.
Okay, good.
How is
And
practice? Do you guys practice together?
Um, at the beginning, we do like stretching and like passes, but then we go off to varsity and JV, like separate groups.
so then next year, when you come back as a sophomore, and you know you'll have some of those girls from JV trying out, um, how how will you connect with them and lead and really show them this is our standard on varsity, this is the bar, this is what we do? How will you be able to effectively communicate that with them?
I'm just showing that they got that and that they are capable of playing to the varsity level and what our coach wants us to play at, and just showing that we can all do it together.
Nice.
Perfect. How many seniors are you guys losing this year from this team this
Uh,
year?
I think it was 4, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys had a fairly young team, a lot of returners
Yeah.
coming back next year. How did your season end up?
Um, I think I don't know the like numbers, but we did pretty good. We only lost a couple games, and then we lost the first round of playoffs.
Okay. Well, making it to the playoffs is a huge deal. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Congrats on that. And with that many returners, do you guys expect to make it back again to the postseason next year?
I think so.
How was that last loss? How is that going to motivate you guys in the off season? I mean, do a lot of you play for Revolution to where you can continue to work, or do you know a lot of the team go their own separate way and then you just come back in the winter? But how is this loss going to be a motivating factor for you?
Um, I think that if we all come back and know what like how we did in the like playoffs, and we try and work on a couple things, I think we'll come back good. Um, the team is like separate. Like some of them play for United, a couple of us play for Revolution, and then a few don't really do club. So it'll be hard to like keep working together when we're not on the same teams.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You guys
I know
have,
that can be difficult.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Do you guys have any Do you guys have any summer workouts as a team or anything, or summer you
I
just go play club?
Yeah, some of us just go play club. I don't really know if we have any summer workouts or anything.
So for you, Sydney, what are some goals that you have? You know, you're a freshman, you came in, just had completed your freshman season, but what are some goals for you individually? And then also, what are some goals for you for the team throughout your high school career?
Um, a couple goals that I had were to just block as many goals that I could and score as many goals as I could and just playing in any position that my coach would want me to play in. Some team goals that we had was to like keep everyone positive, beat Flag High, which didn't really, but we got them next year. Um, and just yeah, keeping everyone positive and yeah.
So speaking about beating Flag High, how was your first rivalry game as a high school student?
Um, well, I didn't get to play, but it was fun watching like because I know people on the Flag High team from like club, and I think it was pretty cool to watch my school and their school play against each other, which was really cool.
So then when you get in there this next year, how are you going to be ready? I mean, was it being on the sideline? Was it more jitters on the sideline than in the stands, like when you're in middle school, or how was that? And then anticipating the next one, how does that feel, and how will you be ready?
I had a lot of jitters in the sideline. Very nervous for my team, but I think that next year, if we train more and like know how they play, we know how they play right now, and so we can use that to our advantage of meeting them next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Flag High girls have been good for a long time, and Coconino has been improving over
Yeah.
the years. So I think next year will be a super good game. Just with you guys getting so much better, and I think it's super important that you guys are all playing in the off season. Are you guys hitting the weights or anything? What are you doing differently in high school to prepare?
Um, for the winter off season, we were like doing trainings and sometimes we'd go into the gym and lift weights, but it was more like getting used to each other and seeing how everyone plays and just drills and stuff to get better for the upcoming season.
Nice. So, Sydney, tell us a little bit about what you like to do outside of soccer. What are some of your hobbies, or what do you how do you kind of balance out if it's just school soccer, and that's what it's been all your life? Is there something that you do outside of soccer to kind of just balance things out and get your like woosah moment?
I most of the time when I have free time, I go and hang out with my friends and just try and have fun when I'm with them. Um, yeah, yeah, um, just hanging out with family is really fun to just be with them when I'm gone all day from school to school soccer, and then yeah.
Do you find it, you know, that you really try and focus on that? Like, you know what, when I'm away from soccer, I'm gonna be away from soccer, I'm gonna be present, I'm gonna be with my friends, I'm gonna be with my family. And then, you know, just really how important is that to you to where you can still excel in soccer?
I think it's very important. I like to try and balance each one. Like being with friends, I'll be with friends. Being with family, I'll be with family. And then when it comes to soccer, I like try thinking about both, but mainly what I'm doing for soccer.
Good stuff.
Perfect. What's your long-term soccer goal? Do you want to play after high school and into the next level and college levels?
Yeah, I want to play for either like GCU or NAU, one of those two. for soccer.
Nice. Is there anything that you can do now as a freshman to get on their recruiting radar to where, you can, I don't know, do they have like team camps or do they have like elite camps? Is there a way that you can be proactive to get on their recruiting radar?
I think there was this one camp that a couple of my teammates for Coco went to, so I can try like going to those camps and doing more camps during the summer.
Well, I really like your choices of schools because I have degrees from both NAU and GCU. So either one of those is you're going the right way.
See, I'm that slacker. I only got a degree from NAU. I don't have another one yet. So
I'm a jackalope, but but
awesome.
so when does I know high school just ended. When does travel pick back up?
Well, we had a tournament like right after school soccer ended, so I joined and played that. And our season has been going through the school soccer, but we couldn't play with them. But we're back. I'm back, like doing practices with them and tournaments with them.
Sweet. So what do you play in like a 16U, 18U? How is soccer broken down? I'm not sure how
So we're 16U, I believe, and it just goes up, and then yeah.
So one of the questions earlier alluded to academics. Do you have a strong GPA? Are you like a straight A student? Are you like C's it's not degrees in high school, it's a diploma, you know what I mean? But how are you as far as your grades go? And then does your club have a standard for you as well for grades, or is it just strictly soccer and we don't kind of worry about that?
My grades are good. I've been having A's and B's, a couple C's, but I've gotten those up. For soccer, it's still academics first and then soccer. So if we're doing bad in school, we have to get that up and then like go back to playing. Our coaches just want us to have our school first before soccer.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, because to go play at the next level, they definitely look at grades as well as your skill on the field. So keeping those grades up and finding that balance is super important. So it sounds like your focus is in the right place.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you're looking forward to this summer, be it a vacation, be it a tournament, be it whatever? What's one thing that you're just looking forward to this summer?
Going to Washington.
Is that a vacation or is that a tournament?
Vacation.
Nice.
Nice.
We all need some of them vacations.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I might
Washington
be doing
State or DC?
Washington State.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got family, friends up that way?
Yeah. We're one of our family has a house there, so we're staying with them for a couple weeks, and then my dad and brother are gonna come and we're gonna camp the rest of the time with them.
Nice. Do you when you guys are camping, are you like fisher? I don't know if the men is the proper one, fisher woman or whatever, fisher girl. Do you fish?
Sometimes, but when we go to Washington, we just stay out of KOA and then just have our time at the KOA and then go explore Washington.
Okay. Nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
All right. So it looked like it's getting close. It's about that time in the show to where we're bringing things to a close, and we're I guess I'll put pressure on Tommy today, and it's time for that
Okay.
da, 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 golden nugget question of the day. Go ahead, get him, Tommy.
All right. So Sydney, I'm gonna flip the script on you a little bit. Usually we ask for advice for younger people, but today I'm going to ask what advice you would have for coaches dealing with young athletes. Are there things that you've had past coaches do that you like or don't like? Or, what advice do you have them to be a little bit better connecting with the younger generation?
I think just being flexible and like if they are not having a good day, just like don't go as hard on them. And if they need to skip a practice for a reason, to just be okay with it. And but still like check in with them. Like if they're not doing okay, just check in. Communication too.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, that's great advice. Uh, also maybe throwing a little TikTok dance in there with the team would help.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many unintentional them girls will tell me, Coach, take a picture of us, and I take a picture of them, and it's taking a picture of me, and I'm like, oh, y'all tripping. So that's good
Yeah.
stuff. Well, Sydney, we definitely appreciate you getting up this morning on your spring break on a day off to join us on the fifth quarter, AZ. Thank you so much. It was a fun conversation, and best
Yes.
of luck to you in everything in track and in your club season.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, Sydney,
Absolutely.
it was great to get to know you, and we're looking forward to watching you excel over your high school career. We'll be following you. You got a couple of new fans, so we'll be looking out for you. Thanks for
Thank
joining us
you.
today.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, my man. There it is. That was fun. You get a freshman that comes into high school and, doing her thing. And then you could just tell, obviously, getting up on spring break. A lot of people would have been like, nah, I ain't messing with y'all. I get to
Right.
sleep in. I get to go here, go there. You know what I mean? So we appreciate Sydney this morning.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I would have picked a Friday where I could miss a little bit of school, probably. But yeah,
Absolutely.
great conversation. Great to hear from our youth around town and keep track of them and see what they're up to and learn a little bit about their mindset, where they're at. So it's important for us to recognize them and give them their opportunity to tell us a little bit about where they're at.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, like you say, to hear, with the golden nugget and everything and her response as far as communication, and those are skills that you can take throughout life because you're gonna have to communicate on the work. You're gonna have to communicate if you continue to play sports. And then, as a coach, you can't be just one dimensional and coach everybody the same way. You got to know your players and you got to be able to be flexible, like she said, and coach to the person and not just, to a group of people one way rigidly.
Right, absolutely. And yeah, great reminder for us, dealing with these young kids and just to be aware. Uh, you
Yep,
know, there's challenges in their lives as well. So yeah, awesome.
for
Great
sure, for
answer.
sure. Well, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I know I got to get going and get some stuff done. What you got going?
I just got work, man. Work. Go play in the
That's what we
snow.
do. That's what we do. Well, hey, look here, people. If y'all liking what we're doing, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, give us a like, subscribe, and then also if we have people on the show or we haven't had people on the show that you would like to see, go ahead and hit the QR code and give us some suggestions. We enjoy meeting people. We enjoy talking to people. We enjoy just this format. And so if you liking it too, tell somebody, smash the like button, subscribe.
Yes, sir. Let's keep it going.
Yep. Let's keep it
All
going.
right. Well, yeah. Just to wrap up, I don't know what Danny's famous ending is. You don't have to go home, but
Gotta leave here. Peace.
peace.